Well, when the show first started, there was a character that was played by Jamie Foxworth,
Yes.
which was the younger sister, Judy Winslow.
Yes.
And then at one point, she just disappeared off the show, and you guys just stopped mentioning her altogether. What happened to that character?
So what happened to Jamie Foxworth, man, once again, like I just said, she was a product of her environment as well. And Kelly Williams, who's my sister on Family Matters, we go back and forth about this all the time. Kelly, I love you so much, Kelly, and I do, but you know how I feel about showbiz kids. It's hard, man, and sometimes a parent, can be a stage parent, can be your greatest advocate, or become your greatest enemy. There's so many cases where you wonder what happened to this kid, and it wasn't the kid's talent. It was the parent, and I'm not blaming Jamie's mother. I'm not saying what she did was wrong or how she handled things is wrong. But sometimes you have to be grateful that you have the opportunity to showcase your talent and wait for greater opportunities to come along, And I feel that at the time, Jamie's mother felt that her character was being underserviced. And, the producers took it as a slap in the face. And unfortunately, it put Jamie in a very difficult position. If this was in today's world, you would have been able to start a social media campaign and, drum up some type of hype and, and everything. Now stuff is going viral, and now another network will want to hire you, or they might bring you back, or there's other situations you could create. You could do skits. You could do so much. But back then, we were very limited. And there was a lot of control that the networks had and executives had, and rightfully so. I mean, these people live with these shows. Like I told you, Family Matters was 7 years before we even were materialized as the actors to play these roles. So who am I to come in and tell these people what they're going to do with their show? Who am I?
Well, after Jamie was let go from the show, she ended up not really getting a lot more roles. And she actually ended up doing adult films.
She did.
Under the name Crave.
She did. I mean, have you seen her lately? Go to her Instagram. I mean, she's Crave. I mean, I'm not trying to say anything incestuous, but I look at her sometimes and I'm like, I crave. She grew up to be hot. And look, man, we look at porn as like it's a bad thing, man. When you go to Europe, they show frontal nudity in their programming. And what they don't allow is showing you taking human life. You can't shoot somebody in a show, that's over in Europe. So I think it's all about socialization. I mean, listen, who doesn't watch porn? I mean, I don't watch porn anymore because it leads to a whole lot of other things in my world. So I leave that shit alone. But there was a time when I used to love to watch it. I mean, the ladies used to love to watch it with me. And I'm proud of her, and I have seen the video, and she did an amazing job, and it is what it is, I mean, I've made a couple of personal porns myself. They haven't been released yet, but if they find their way to the airwaves, you heard it here first.